if I was training him or I was in his corner.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd Mayweather are about to get at it again after Floyd Mayweather becomes the latest boxing professional to come after Gervonta Davis for his controversial draw against Lamont Roach. And now Gervonta Davis now has the time to fire back at his enemies, only that his enemies are so many that he may not be able to attack them all.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight?
Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Kezin Davis, Kermel Moton, Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and many other boxing professionals have come for Tank, and even Ryan Garcia, who showed up as a friend after his last fight, has gone against him. This time Floyd Mayweather became the latest name in the list, but no sooner had he made his comments than Tank came for him.
Wow. It's just my honest opinion. You know, but once again, I don't have no say-so.
It's the first time in Gervonta Davis's career that he'll be ending a match without a victory, and just the third time that he'll be hearing the final bell after the 12th round. The other 28 times Gervonta Davis ended the game with a knockout, this time was different. In fact, the general belief among boxing fans is that Gervonta Davis robbed Lamont Roach of his victory, and that was the main reason Mayweather came out. According to Floyd, he didn't make his comments on their previous beef, but because of the context that surrounded Gervonta Davis's draw.
Is there like a
last question, guys?
is there like a love-hate for like
Yeah,
fighter?
yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But
And to be honest, more boxing professionals have come out for Tank after this fight than they've done in a while. Initially, the match against Lamont Roach was predicted to have a low turnout. However, with over 19,000 fans, the fight set a Barclays Center record, and to the surprise of many, the fight has attracted more comments from boxing professionals than any of Gervonta Davis's recent fights. Floyd Mayweather, who has been a victim of such a situation, came out and criticized Gervonta Davis for paying the judges and having them score the fight in his favor. This was no different from the comments from the majority of boxing professionals, who feel exactly the same way about the fight, claiming the incident in the 9th round that saw Gervonta Davis take a knee for whatever reason should never have happened.
You know, when these guys, you know, certain fighters, when they want to fight, our job is to line it up. And us fighters, we're warriors. We always gonna
Mayweather said Gervonta Davis lost the fight, but has his record saved because of whatever he'd done with the corrupt judges ahead of the fight. The controversy, as almost always, appeared on a weekend destined for the great boxing fights. The one involving Sandor Martin had its own, and meant the Spaniard's defeat to Alberto Pello after a close decision. The one involving Gervonta Davis directly can be treated, and is treated in the United States of America, as a scandal because the man who was called the face of boxing saw his zero in the lost column saved for a questionable reason. Tank used his knee on the ground, should lose a point for the fall, but it was not deducted. He's a great fighter and my bad. And he, the lightweight champion, explained that there was grease from his hairstyle, dreadlocks in his eyes, which prevented him from seeing the judges gave a draw, and Lamont Roach was left without springing the surprise in a fight that he should win, according to.
you know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
And
The scoring criteria, the gesture that scandalizes boxing. Mayweather suffered it and came back. The scandal is remarkable. The hairstyle is at the center of it all, and that's where the doubts begin. I styled him on Wednesday. The fight was on Saturday. He was with the press. He trained in the gym, and the way in, there are no excuses. How much grease did I use? Explained the fighter stylist found by Lee the Brand on social media.
I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can.
Good Dant explained that he put his knee on the canvas because he couldn't see and had to ask for the towel from his corner, something that is also not possible. I combed his hair on Wednesday. The fight was on Saturday. He was with the press, trained in the gym, and the way in, there are no excuses. How much grease did I use? The bizarre situation came after a great combination at close range from Roach. After such a close fight, it was normal in such a close fight, but the referee did not deduct points, and the scorecards reflected a draw. Davis was defending his crown. For more debate, boxing history shows stars being able to overcome similar situations to those of the Baltimore fighter. Wait a second, the main example, and one that those in the know remember, was what happened to Floyd Mayweather. There were few men who were truly able to give Mayweather trouble when inside the ring. Record-breaking Oscar de la Hoya won his fight with Mayweather on one of the judges' scorecards but lost the fight via split decision in what was one of the closest fights of the unbeaten champion's career. No other fighter has even been able to take Mayweather to a split decision victory, showing his dominance as well as not being tested on the scorecards. Fighters have struggled to inflict serious damage to Mayweather, as the fighter has only been knocked down once in his professional career. However, the knockdown did not come as a result of a threatening punch.
It's called the knockdown. And is something wrong with the left hand of Floyd Mayweather? We're not exactly sure.
In May of 2001, Mayweather would take on Carlos Hernandez February 1st. 33 in an attempt to defend his World Boxing Council super featherweight title. Money would be aiming to make his 8th defense of the title. However, he would have an odd moment in the bout. He was still a promising fighter with 25 when he faced El Salvador's Carlos "ELO" Hernandez for the lineal and World Boxing Council super featherweight crown. Despite leading the fight, Mayweather would receive an 8 count in the 6th round of the fight. However, Hernandez did not put the fighter down. Mayweather took a knee in the 6th round of the bout, despite not having suffered any significant damage from his opponent.
Just the pain from his hand? Now Floyd let the left hand go.
However, Mayweather was seemingly hurting after taking the knee. Mayweather began to gesture to his corner as if something was wrong with his left hand. Despite the supposed injury, Mayweather was able to continue and win the bout. Despite the knockdown being scored in favor of Hernandez, Mayweather would still win convincingly on the judges' scorecards. Immediately, he was deducted a point, but it didn't matter to the champion, and he aided to take the unanimous decision at the Van Andel Arena in Michigan. Mayweather-Hernandez fight. You guys should watch that fight. Some of you. He kneels down because something hurts his hand. He points out the fall, and it does not come from a blow, recalled Terrence Crawford, one of the great stars of world boxing.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level.